I'm severe to profoundly deaf. So I can hear noises, but I haven't got directional perception of where the noises are coming from. It's difficult at times. Can't use the telephone.
No.
It's just noise. Or what I miss from hearing, I can pick up from my reading. My nephew had a Harris Hawk and it undid the knot. It was tethered on its perch and it did one. So I went down looking for it. I noticed there was some trails in the grass. I walked into a wooded area and I noticed this tree with all the bark missing off it and horizontal scratch marks around the tree. Pushed on further into undergrowth, found some more prints, and I stood on a stick and there was a hell of a loud crack. About 4 or 5 seconds later, there was a hell of a meow growl crashing through undergrowth, really close to me. 3 days after I spooked it, I found the trail it had left, where it went smashing through the undergrowth, and I followed it back to the source and I was less than 6 feet away from it when I spooked it. Damn nearly stood on it. Since then, I've just been tracking it and I've found masses of evidence of its presence in that area. I was in the Scouts there, that's where I've learned about tracking, how to read up on everything. Spent all my free time in the woods tracking rabbits and foxes and following the trails, especially after a downpour. And just like the outdoors, peace and quiet, no difficulty trying to locate people. And I believe it to be a brown puma. I've glimpsed it twice. I've heard it, it doesn't roar like a lion. Puma can't roar, it sounds like a domestic cat, but a lot louder. It's the stealthiest of all the big cats. So the chances of seeing it, it's talking a split second, it'll be gone. I know it's there. I am 100% certain it's there. Without a shadow of a doubt. I've seen it, I've heard it, I've tracked it, I found its marks, I found its trails. I found 3 very clear prints in soft mud where it had jumped over a barbed wire fence. And I said to Gary, whispering, I said, put that bottle of cork down there. I said, we'll climb down bank in here. And I said, I'll show you where I found them prints the other day. And just then he said, what the hell's that? I said, what, is it behind you? So I said, what was it? How big was it? He said, flipping that there, he said it was like that. It's about 3 foot high. Everywhere I look, I see evidence of its presence, its movements. It took me probably about 4 or 5 days to get into the mind of the cat and its movement through its territory. I'm trespassing. And I know it's been watching me because within 50 yards of where I've been, I'm finding fresh prints. As long as it's watching me, I'm happy. So long as it doesn't start stalking me. I'd like to catch it. I've already got plans for building a trap to trap it alive. And then it can go to a zoo. Or it can go back where it came from. Well, I just need that picture of it myself, video, and then I think I'll put closure on it. But it's been taking up all of my time, every waking minute of my day for the last 3 weeks. I'm obsessed with it. Definitely looking to prove it's there. Everything I've found is circumstantial evidence. Once you've got the picture of the video, you can't deny it, because it all tidied up and it puts the cherry on the cake. So I definitely need that picture. Well, one of my mates gave me a coat hanger camera, I put it in an opening through a fence that I believe it is using to go to its hunting grounds. I disguised it again, this time with loads of artificial leaves. I taped the camera up green and I super glued the leaves around the lens. All you can see is a tiny little aperture. I set that camera up and I had 10 triggers which I downloaded. It took 2 hours to download, and all of them, bar one, who was somebody walking past. The other one was me setting the camera up, and I had 8 foliage movement triggers. I repositioned the cam to cover the opening where there was less foliage movement to be had. Went to retrieve it next day, had a good look around, and there was a paw print directly in front of the camera, facing the camera. So I think the cat had put all its weight on one pint, leaned over and had a good sniff at it because it had moved, because the camera had moved, its environment had changed. And I forgot to trigger the camera, activate it. I put it on standby, I switched it on, I put it on standby, camouflaged it, and I forgot to activate it. 2-0 to the cat. The trail cameras I've put back in the clearing. I put one on video and set the other one for photo burst. It'll take 3 photos in quick succession. If it detects movement, 5 seconds after, it'll take another 3 photos in quick succession. The other set for video on motion trigger. The trail cameras will take pictures and video at night via infrared. To break up the outline of them, I've stuck green and black insulation tape pieces all over it. Oh, I baited it with a 50-pound ox liver, and I've staked the ox liver into the ground, so if the cat comes to a sniff and grab, it won't get it. It'll have to hang around and smile for the cameras. So, fingers crossed. Taking it in. Nothing on that. It's just one of them. You've got to keep checking the cams. So sooner or later there'll be something on. I need to be cleverer than the cat. If liver'd not work, different bait. Chicken. That's the next one, chicken.